I know that you are very eager to support the Black Lives Matter movement.
Black lives matter! Black lives!
Black men!
So here are 10 tips what you can do to support your old favorite cause. First, knee down, even better, bow down to black people and protesters of the Black Lives Matter movement. It's easier said than done. There are certain techniques you have to observe here.
You no longer can be here. You brought the thunder and rain today, God. Because Satan takes the L today.
2. Cry for random victims and casualties.
No matter what may come my way, joy comes in the morning.
He's just trying to tell me that, like, he deserved that because he did something wrong, and that it was okay. That is not okay.
3rd, by all means, you must get your head shaved. Show that you sympathize with black people and person of color by getting rid of your blonde and brown and light hair. Very important that you do that. 4th, do primitive traditional dances. Like here, the haka dance.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
5. Pose with Black Lives Matter protesters and sympathizers, preferably with black persons and people of color. This way you ensure more clicks and more likes for your social media profiles.
Sure the people understand the Black Lives Matter.
6. Definitely donate to Black Lives Matter. Support the cause of the suppressed and the discriminated. Yes, there are plenty of ways to support the movement. We are just a business like everyone else. We thrive on racism, so what? It's a business model. Donate as much as you can. 7th, whatever you do, never ever fake your support. We don't want fakers out there. You must show that you genuinely believe what you do. How do you do this? Well, I don't know. Condemn white people as racist, Nazis, white supremacists.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
8. Make videos, for instance, on YouTube or Telegram or Twitter or Facebook, showing that race is really just a social construct. Race doesn't exist.
Race actually doesn't exist.
But you better be sure that black people exist, because otherwise you are demoting and subverting their movement.
Being on the streets of our cities has nothing to do with justice or with peace.
But do you believe as a race, African Americans, we play the victim?
Race is a social construct, my man.
Going to show absolute declines in their white child populations.
The demographics of the country are going to change. It's inevitable.
You better believe it. 9th, finally, that we have got rid of all the science, we have to get rid of white culture once and for all.
We created slavery. We created a culture and a system of white supremacy that has benefited us for 400 years.
No. Not in the future world we all want to live with.
Who want to spot up yourself and kill your race? You a hater of your people if you don't want to stay who you are.
You have to get rid of whiteness altogether.
This is a genocidal project.
We can't achieve this anytime soon. There's still 12% of the world population white. That is far too many, of course, but we are working on it. Make sure that you get rid of all the Nazi white governments in the world. Of course, I'm talking about the Trump regime and the Putin regime and And of course a Merkel regime. We don't want them. They're white. Look at them. It's ridiculous. Get rid of them. 10th. Most importantly, inform on your neighbors, your classmates, your colleagues. It is essential that we all stick together to expose white supremacy.
Against white supremacy.
White supremacy is on the rise. White supremacists believe the white race is in danger of extinction.
In the future, our movement is just growing. I mean, we really want to support black people here and people of color. They're really the victims in this world.
And it doesn't feel like all lives matter.
I mean, they are clearly the victims. I mean, you can't be more victim than victim. I mean, what is worse? What can be a more ill-fated life than being black? Bonus tip. This is for the hardcore followers among you in the Black Lives Matter movement. For you, the word outside Black Lives Matter is divisive, is hateful and racist. Therefore, retreat from the outside world by clearing your post, by quitting your job, by resigning from office. Make way for a person of color to take your place. This is the least you can do to become immortalized as a do-gooder. Black Lives Matter is a righteous, progressive, post-colonial path to racial socialism. Racial quotas, affirmative action, extra racial laws and regulations. Oh, I'm going to love it. We will all be equal under the leadership of Black Lives Matter.